Think so. Let us begin. No cuts, no edit fishing session at my childhood pond, which is right over yonder. Big storm last night, big rains, big winds. You guys can see there's already some damage going on in the wetland park. You guys are probably going to learn a lot about what goes on from A to Z when I go out on a normal fishing day. This is nothing crazy. This is the pond I fished more than any other body of water. Been fishing it since I was 10 years old. I used to ride my bike. It's only a mile away from my parents' house. Would ride my bike here probably 3 or 4 times a week in the summer. Definitely have fished this spot over, I'd say over 800 to 1,000 times, somewhere in that range. We're gonna walk down and this is gonna be interesting, guys. No cuts, no edits. I'm gonna try not to talk your ear off too much, but I do want to show you guys a little bit about how I think and break down a normal fishing day. We've got 60 degree air temps. Water temp is going to be about 74, 75. So definitely have some cold front conditions. Beautiful morning to be out fishing. Let's go and take a look. I mean, if you look right across the pond, you can see that it's still pretty low. I mean, we have not had a lot of rain. Look, I mean, there are times when it's flooded all the way from that dirt line into the wetlands. So we're still fishing some pretty dry conditions, but had a decent amount of rain. Let's go ahead and see what kind of fish activity we can have. Water actually looks pretty stained right here. Very stained, as a matter of fact. Looks like the rain washed in some mud. We're dealing with that's about 12 inches of visibility. That's not a lot. And that was actually the first thing I like to look at, because when I'm fishing, I like to decide whether or not I want to use a leader. I pretty much exclusively use braided line. So what I do, right here, I've got my all-around pond combo, which is 20-pound Googan braid, Googan Gold Series reel. Then I've got my Reaction Light Black Series rod, which is 7-foot 2-inch medium moderate, very soft. So as you guys know, the braid is super stiff, but this rod has a lot of bend, very soft. So by combining the stiffness of the braid, or no stretch, I should say no stretch, not stiff, it's very supple. The no stretch of the braid plus the softness of this rod, I can fish anything from reaction baits, light Texas rigs, etc. I wouldn't really want to fish anything probably like 1/2 ounce or bigger on this rod, probably. I mean, a lipless would be fine, but like a 1/2 ounce spinnerbait, that'd be a little bit heavy for this rod. Got a lot of water. I'm actually not gonna put my bag on that. So I don't think I'm gonna be needing a leader. What I do in my bag, I'll show you my organization a little bit right here. Not gonna need a leader. I carry around, this is my go-to right here, these 3, 12-pound, 15-pound, 20-pound. And the reason why I use Seaguar Red Label is because it's trash. Absolute garbage fluorocarbon. You can't use it as a main line because there's so much memory, but because it is so stiff, it makes for a good leader line. So I'll usually tie on a 2 to 4 foot leader when I need it. So to start things off, you know what? I always am a fan of covering water and trying to get a gauge for how aggressive the fish might be. So let's go ahead and whip out our buzz baits right here, which are gonna be, this is from the other day's video, had a bunch of bumpers, which came in pretty clutch if I do say so myself. I reach in here, this is my plastics, also got my buzz baits right here. So I got this just lure sleeve from a bajillion years ago. Gonna bust it open. Let's see what we got here. My 1/2 ounce is not in here. You know what? My 1/2 ounce must still be out then. I must have fished it recently. A lot of times when I fish a bait, I'll put it in this bag right here, let it dry off. Let's see if I do indeed have it. Yep. Okay, here it is. My 1/2 ounce buzz bait is in my needs to dry bag. Still. Okay. There it is. 1/2 ounce. This bait has been through the ringer. It's caught quite a few fish, but it still works, so I might just replace the skirt soon. That's all that needs to happen. Back right here. Stay organized. That is the first key to having a successful day on the water. Be organized. Cannot stress that enough. Alright, that'll go right there. And, wow, this is a little tight. Okay. So we're gonna go no leader today because we've got some pretty stained water. So the two knots that I use primarily, either the improved clinch knot or Palomar knot. And we're just gonna go improved clinch right here. Just do about 5, 6, 7 twists. Go through, and through again. Always wet it. Always gotta use lubrication when tightening that down. Make sure it's extra tight. And because braid has a tendency to slip, I like to leave a little extra safety right here. We're just gonna leave about 1/2 inch or so. Line snip, boom, bada bing. Not sure how long the video has been going. Actually, I can look. Oh man, we're 6 minutes into this video. I've not even thrown a cast. Well, my apologies for you guys who have been sitting through that, but we are now gonna make cast number 1. Drag is set. Settings are good. Are they good? Let's see. Oh, I had it. There we go. I had it all the way to minimum. That was not going to work out. This should be good. Do a nice easy warm-up cast. First cast of the day. Feels great. And we're in. Alright. All the reel settings are good. There's the midpoint right there. I'm just kind of put the magnetic brakes one over the midpoint. Fan cast. So usually, right at the start of the day that I'm fishing, I'm gonna think about the different techniques that are likely to work. Oh, I don't want to hit that turtle. That are going to be most likely to work to catch fish. So we've got cold, rainy conditions, not windy. Had a lot of rain. Water is muddy. I mean, if it's a foot or less, I'd pretty much consider that to be muddy. I'm going to see if they're aggressive or not. I'm going to just probably work this bait for about 10 minutes real quick around the pond. I don't think it's going to work, to be honest. I don't think I'm going to get too many bites on the buzz bait, but I like to eliminate what's likely to work or not, and I like to start with whether the fish are aggressive. I don't think they're going to be aggressive today, to be honest, guys. And, you know, at post front here, had the cold, well, I guess I'm kind of in the cold front still, multi-day cold front. I would have liked to thrown a junior scout, but I don't think we have the water clarity for that. So after we throw the buzzbait around, I think we've got to go with I think we got to go with a 1/4 ounce bumper. That'll be next. Then if that fails as well, then we go on the bottom. Oh, by the way, you guys probably see I'm using a left-hand retrieve reel. Many of you know by now, if you don't already, I'll just tell you, I'm ambidextrous when it comes to fishing, so I can cast with both hands, retrieve with both hands. So right now I'm using my right hand to thumb it. That's what I've been doing since the start of this video. Cast with the right hand, thumb it. But a lot of times when I'm using the right hand retrieve, I'll go ahead, I'll use my left hand, thumb it, left hand retrieve. So now I can get any casting angle I want. I can skip cast on that forehand side, no problem. Any bait. Very useful technique to master. In addition, if you're gonna be like jerking it all day or something, you can switch between left and right hand retrieves so your arm doesn't get as tired. And honestly, some days I'm fishing for like 12 to 16 hours in a single day, so it definitely helps to be able to cast and retrieve with both hands. Yeah, not a sniff yet. Not a sniff. So a buzzbait, you're looking for those hyperactive, aggressive fish. And I pretty much just fan cast this whole area. So after this cast, I'm gonna move on to the next spot. Yeah, no. Gotta keep moving. All right, well, the good news is the pond is not very big, so we can cover the whole thing in pretty quick time. And I'm not gonna bore you guys with the walking, so I'm actually gonna run spot to spot. The goal for today, whenever my GoPro runs out of battery, that's when the video ends. I'm assuming that'll be like, probably be like hour 45 minutes, 2 hours, something like that. But as soon as that battery dies, this video ends. My goal is to catch 5 fish. 5 fish before that happens, and to catch at least 1 fish around the 2-pound mark. That'd be awesome. All right. Make this a little tighter. Let's see if I can go 0 backlash for the day as well. That'd be pretty sweet. Wow, definitely still dried up. Oh, not the weeds. Okay. Anyone home over here? Man, it feels like they might. It definitely feels like they might bite a buzzbait, but I don't know. My brain tells me it's not going to work, but my gut tells me something might hit this buzzbait. Ooh, bullfrog. You know, let's do some quick math right here, guys. My battery is at 90%, 12 minutes. So 12 times 10 is 120 minutes. So yeah, this battery should last probably just under 2 hours. I think we'll go for about 1 hour 50 minutes before this dies. All right, 5 fish, come on. Dude, it's leaving the bubble trail. Beautiful overcast conditions. 61-degree air temps. Oh, man, this might be the day where I find Big Mama. Ooh, got the muck boots on right here. So we get a little more access into the pond. Oh, come on. This feels so free.